Welcome to A Double
Double
and Dice
with your host Kim.
and Jocelyn.
Pour your favorite beverage
Pull up a comfy chair.
because we are ready to roll.
Welcome to episode 150. Can you believe it?
No, what the heck, man?
150 episodes.
It's a lot of episodes. What did we talk about for 150 episodes?
Majority of them was Dice Masters.
True. And lots of HeroClix.
Yeah.
And
And then now board games. No, lots of Zombicide.
And HeroClix.
And HeroClix and board games.
And board games that my niece and nephew make up.
Mm-hmm. Gotta patent those,
Yeah, I mean that coaster game. That's classic.
Might hurt someone. You gotta put that in the box. Could hurt you.
Yeah, do not sue us.
Not so for ages 3 and under.
I can't believe 150 episodes has come up this quickly.
We didn't really know until you told me like 3 days ago.
Well, I think we talked about it when we were recording our last episode.
Did we really? I don't remember that.
The next one's going to be 150. And then, life happened. And then it was like last night we were getting ready to record. I'm like, hey, it's 150 tomorrow. And we're like, what?
Yeah.
That's basically what happened.
Yep.
Except
did.
it all happens over our chat. So there was no actual what? That was all just internal dialogue.
Yeah. Yeah, 150.
150. 150.
Look at you. I couldn't even think of that.
Well, I'm trying to practice my French where possible.
Yeah.
Like, if I decide to go back to play HeroClix Nationals in France next year, then maybe I can speak a little bit more French.
You just gotta do one of those audio things.
Yeah, I'm so bad. I'm so bad at getting that stuff done.
You could do it on your car rides or whatever.
Well,
Plane rides.
I have Babbel, and I like Babbel, but some of it's reading, and some of it's listening, and some of it's speaking, and some of it's writing. So I can't really do that while I'm driving.
In a plane, you could start mumbling out. People be like, "What is she talking about?"
People will be like, "What is she doing?"
Yeah.
And then I'd have to have internet to make that work. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe next year I'll speak better French.
Maybe we could do an episode in French.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
It would be 2 minutes.
It would be terrible. Terrible. I can already we would be losing listeners left, right, and center.
Yes, we will butcher it probably. You probably wouldn't. I would.
I mean, my French is pretty bad. 150 episodes ago we started this thing.
Yeah, so that would be 5 years ago.
Is it 5 years?
We are in our 6th year, I believe.
It was 2020.
Yeah.
When we started.
How time flies by.
And now it is 2025. And that's how math works.
How young I was 5 years ago. Didn't seem that I was still in my 30s 5 years ago.
I wasn't. Actually, yes, I was. I was in my 30s when we started this.
It just seems odd.
Not for very long, mind you.
Yeah. I don't remember that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, life happens, things happen.
Yeah.
And we spent a lot of time talking about Dice Masters.
We did. Up until episode... Do you remember?
No. Do you?
No.
It was this year.
My memory's 2 seconds of a memory span.
We made the decision this year to make the shift.
5? No.
I don't know. It was in 2025.
Yes, March. I think it was episode 134.
134.
It's our anniversary, and we have some news.
Yep, future plans. Yep, so there you go.
So it could have been that one.
That was the one. So yeah, February. Yeah. We did talk about Dice Masters once as an episode since then. It just wasn't the primary focus of the podcast anymore.
It was 2 minutes.
Probably. On the topic of Dice Masters, sort of, but not really.
Don't get people's hopes up.
Should I share the sneaky thing that I found out?
But don't get your hopes up, listeners. Yes, you can spill the beans.
So I think I mentioned in the last podcast, maybe I didn't, maybe it was in my head, I don't remember. But WizKids Worlds, HeroClix Worlds was coming up, and I wasn't heading down there because I went to France to play HeroClix instead. So I didn't go to Memphis. However, I did have some friends, many friends, all of my HeroClix friends, to be honest, most of them, were down in Memphis for Worlds, and there was some interesting breaking news. And I think did I mention this on the previous podcast, that Jake Tice is no longer with WizKids?
Yes, you mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I found that out sneakily through LinkedIn, and then he went on Facebook and talked about it. But what I didn't find out until my friends were down at Worlds is that the new head of HeroClix is none other than our very own Jimmy O'Brien.
What was he doing before?
He was doing a little bit of everything. He did HeroClix, he did Dice Masters, he did, he was kind of like a jack of all trades. He did all of the things that needed to get done. So the last 2 years, so 2024, 2023, that we were down in Memphis for HeroClix Worlds, Jimmy wasn't there. Last time he was there was in 2022. So I haven't seen him in a while. And anyway, so he has been announced as the new head of HeroClix. And he's been involved with HeroClix for a number of years, but they've done this restructure. Apparently there's a new general manager too. I don't remember his name. So anyway, congratulations, Jimmy, on being head of HeroClix. And I did ask my sneaky mole HeroClix friends to ask Jimmy if there was any news about Dice Masters, and there was no comment.
He didn't say anything.
There was no comment.
He said no comment.
I don't know what he said, but there was no comment. That's what I got back. So
he ran away.
Yeah, pretty much. And then when he told me, when my friend told me what happened, I said, you know how you can do that meme generator?
Okay. Yeah.
Right? So you have the Facebook one, like marked safe from, with the little flag. You seen that one before?
Maybe.
Anyway, so I did marked safe from, being asked questions about Dice Masters 0 days. So I thought that was kind of funny. I just sent that. I didn't send that to Jimmy. I just sent it to my friend group. So anyway, so yeah, no more mark safe of Dice Masters questions. We asked the question. We did not get an answer, but we tried.
At least we tried.
So
what has been 2 years since we've heard something?
Yeah, 2023 Gen Con. And then there was that rumor last year from, I want to say, the open house, the gaming open house. I don't remember what it's called. That all of the distributors and game stores go to. And someone, I think it was Patrick, shared that his game store told him that they said there would be no news about Dice Masters until 2025. And here we are, October 2025. No news.
Yeah.
But congrats to Jimmy on his new promotion.
Yeah.
So that's the WizKids news.
The WizKids news for HeroClix.
And not Dice Masters. But I tried.
Yeah, I'm hoping they can get some answer sometime.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess the other thing that's kind of interesting about Dice Masters, if we just want to talk about that for a minute, since, however many of our episodes, 133 of them, were primarily Dice Masters focused, is that somebody new popped into the DM North TV Discord recently.
Yes.
To talk about Dice Masters. His name is Paul. And he has a YouTube channel for board games. And he somehow acquired... he acquired some Dice Masters. It was the Secret Wars set. And his YouTube channel is called Gaming Rules !
We'll note it in the show notes.
He did some streaming. He tried to create some interest. He has so he did a tutorial and playthrough live stream. It has 1,600 views. He did that on September 30th. It's got 80 likes and 14 comments. So that was like a week ago. And his channel has like 59,000 people that subscribe to it. So he's got pretty good reach. I get the impression that he's in the UK from the time zone and some of the other stuff he was mentioning in the Discord, but he's been asking lots of questions about Dice Masters. He really likes the game. And he said something in our Discord to the effect that, you know, his contacts at WizKids were going to be monitoring the interest level on his video to see if, you know, it was worth doing something about. So I don't know if that's true or not. It's what he said. So maybe head over to that Gaming Rules ! YouTube channel and give that video a like and a watch and a comment. Just to sort of check it out. And yeah, I mean, almost 59,000 people subscribe to his channel. The other thing that I noticed in that vein, and I don't know if this perhaps was influenced by that, but in the last like 28 days, slightly different now, but or was it in the 7 days? Anyway, I was looking at our Dice Station Zebra analytics, and the Secret Wars games that Rob and I did were in like our top 10 videos watched. Looks like they've dropped off the top 10 now. But on the weekend, that Secret Wars video for Dice Masters was in our top 10.
Interesting.
So I don't know if that was interest created from Gaming Rules and Paul that was creating interesting content about Dice Masters and Secret Wars, and people were Googling it and finding our videos. I don't know. But yeah, it's not in the top 10 now, but we've since put out a HeroClix Lantern Legacy video, so that just, you know, ruined everything.
I'm trying to see if the DM North one got any hits on.
Yeah, I
Dice
wasn't logged
Masters.
into YouTube
It
Studio.
was a long time ago, though, that we did those. Let's see the Dice Masters videos.
So anyway, so that's like the Dice Masters news, which we spent almost all of our time on this podcast doing. We've done this other stuff for much less time.
Yeah, I feel like his picture looked familiar, and I swear I've probably seen his videos or looked at his videos on how to play some stuff.
I mean, almost 59,000 people, probably.
Yeah, he looks familiar.
Yeah. So, totally possible. So yeah, he was all in. He was asking all kinds of questions. He was making his own gaming mats. Like, there was a lot of interesting things happening there. So
yeah, one looks very familiar.
So you'll drop that, Kim, in the
Gaming Rules.
Yeah. So head over and give that video a like, a follow, give his channel a follow, make a comment on that video, in case there is something to this, and the number of views might help create some interest in Dice Masters again. I don't know. So it certainly doesn't cost you anything to hit like on that video and make a comment, right?
Nope. I think he just did the one, right? I think I see the one. I think
it was just one.
Yeah.
And it was a live stream. And it's of course been, what's the word? Maintained. It's now like posted as a video. So. But the time that he went live seemed like mid-afternoon for us, which made me think it was like, you know, UK time or something.
Yeah, he had 1.6K views on it already.
In the last 6 days. So, I mean, it's interesting. I don't know what his other videos are pulling from a view count perspective.
Around the same, because he does board games, right? So they're all around this in the thousands.
There you go.
So, yeah. Well, it's nice to see it come up to light, I guess. Hopefully we'll have some news. Hopefully we could just hope and wish and all these things.
Wishing and hoping and blah, 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 blah. I don't remember the rest of the words to that song.
I don't even know the song name.
I mean...
Is it Wishing?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
It's in my head. It'll be in my head now forever.
Stuck in your head.
In your head. In your head. Yeah, so let's move on. Jocelyn doesn't need to sing anymore.
I don't know what that was. Well, speaking of Dice Masters,
Yeah.
we decided to, since it's our 150th episode, we decided to pull the Dice Master cards that are number 150.
Old school.
Old school. See, this is a Dice Masters podcast again for a little bit.
Not for the whole episode. Don't
there
worry.
isn't much.
There's 4.
4. That's weird, though. I would think there would have been more.
They're all super rares.
Yes.
And interestingly, I don't know if you noticed this, Kim, they're all the newer sets.
Yes. Which means I guess they capped it at 100 and something else in the older one.
I don't know.
I don't know.
So there's Infinity Gauntlet, Dark Phoenix Saga, Superman Kryptonite Crisis, and Marvel Secret Wars. They all have super rares. Numbered 150.
You want to go through them?
Sure. Should we go oldest to newest?
Sure.
So the oldest one is Thanos Preparing the Way, 7-cost mask with the Black Order affiliation. Oh my gosh, I remember this stuff. It says Overcrush. We love Overcrush as a keyword.
Mm-hmm.
Once per turn, when you field a Black Order character die, you may KO target character die you control. If you do, Thanos costs 2 less, minimum 1. So basically that's that like it's a while he doesn't have to be active to take that effect, right? It's just once per turn when you field a Black Order character die. You can KO a character die to make Thanos cost 5 instead of 7. But it is only once per turn, so you can't make him cheaper than that from the KOing of a die. You could use other effects, right?
Yeah, Dark Phoenix, things like that.
Exactly.
I don't know why would they put minimum 1 there. I guess just to make sure that it doesn't go past that. Even though...
Well, minimum 1 is the standard rule.
Yeah.
But it's like reminder text. So.
Yeah. They seem like they did reminder text and they forgot about reminder text and they put reminder text back in.
Reminder text is sometimes there and sometimes not. So, which one's next, Kim?
From Dark Phoenix, Psylocke, Advanced Telekinetic Combatant.
Excellent.
5 cost mask. It's X-Men affiliated. When fielded, reroll up to 2 opposing characters. Each die that does not roll a character goes to the opponent's used pile. Psylocke deals 2 damage to your opponent for each die moved. I feel like this card's been used a lot.
This was a very effective Psylocke card and was absolutely used in competitive teams at the last events.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, then we go into Superman Kryptonite Crisis, where we have the Joker, who is totally insane. He is a 4-cost shield with the villain affiliation, and he says, when fielded, you may reroll all of your character dice in the field zone. All or none. And it has a global. Pay a mask once per turn. During your turn, if you have no dice in your prep area, you may draw a die and place it in your prep area.
AKA?
Villainous Pact.
Right. And this is rerolling your dice as well, so you need to be careful.
It's all your dice. It's your character.
Oh yeah, all your dice. Oh, sorry, I thought
You're
it was
only
both
rerolling
sides.
your own.
Yeah.
So if you have like energize effects that might trigger when you reroll dice on a double action phase or double energy phase, like you'd have to really have something that would be impacted there. Otherwise, it is actually totally insane to field him.
Yeah, you would have to really build a team around that. That's your main thing. Be
100%.
interesting. But
I bet
he
you
only
Jack
limited
Loeb
to 2
Spam did
dice.
that.
Oh yeah?
I bet you he did.
Well, he'll have to comment and let us know.
I haven't heard from him in a while.
Yeah, I know, actually. Maybe we haven't been hitting any board games he likes.
Maybe.
Because they're all competitive. I mean, cooperative.
Or HeroClix. we're so what's the word I'm looking for? Consistent.
Last but not least, from the what was this set called again? Secret Wars.
Marvel Secret Wars.
Thing. Idol of Millions. 6-cost fist. Fantastic Four affiliation. Iron Will. Do you remember what Iron Will means?
It can't be KO'd unless it's already been damaged this turn.
Right. So you pretty much have to hit it twice. When fielded, roll 3 dice from your bag. He is a global. Pay a fist. Once per turn. On your turn, prep a die from your bag. I didn't know he had a prep a global.
That's Atlas, right? Atlas Global?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Thing Global?
4. I'm actually curious now. I'm going to go to AVX. The very first set. And I'm going to put in 100. So 100 was the cap. 102. No, they didn't do 120. Oh, they did go up to 120. Interesting. 149? No, 149. So it may have stopped at 130. Nope. 140?
You're just doing all the checking.
134. Nope. 133. Nope. 132. 132. It stopped at 132.
132 until those 4 sets.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I guess they got more cards in the newer sets.
Yeah. So what else can we do, Kim, that is related to 150?
Well, since we now switched over to board games,
Yes.
we are going to look up the board game that is overall ranked 150.
Where would we look that up, Kim?
We're going to go to boardgamegeek.com. So this is Board Game Geek's overall rating or ranking of the board game that hit. It's currently in the 150th position.
All right. And how do we find that?
I don't know how to easily find it, so this is what I do. I just pick a board game.
Okay.
Okay? Like one I may have looked up or whatever. Just click a board game. And usually right on top it says rank overall and then the number.
Right.
I click that. Then it will bring me to the list.
Right. I'm with you.
And then you kind of scroll and then you find 150. Got it?
I followed your process, but the one that I clicked on was like 400 and something, so I have to find the right.
You have to go back pages.
Okay. I'm
sure there's an easier way, but I don't know.
I have it.
Okay. Does it start with an N?
It does.
Okay.
It's from 2023.
Yes, and it's rated 8.1.
8.13? Yeah.
No, 8.1 ranking, like the ranking of it.
Yeah, I have 8.13.
Wow, the rating.
Yeah.
8.13. Why does mine say 8.1?
I don't know. Mine rounds differently than yours.
Okay, according to that, this is a really good game.
I have never heard of this game. Have you ever heard of this game?
No.
It's expensive, though.
Is it Nucleum?
Yes.
Nucleum is the game that's at 150th overall ranking on Board Game Geek.
It says it's $105 on Amazon.
Well, Amazon's expensive. You would have to look like a local board game store or something like that.
Okay, I'll look that up.
Board Game Bliss.
Yeah, that's where I was going to go.
So, wow, this is actually... Okay, so this board game came out in 2023. It is a heavy Euro board game. So heavy is weight. Weight is out of 5 on Board Game Geek. The lower the number, it's easier to pick up and play.
Mm-hmm.
The higher the number, it's a little bit more meat to it.
And what number was this?
To learn it. 4.19.
Oof, that seems like complex.
Yes, a heavy Euro board game in which players take role of industrialists trying to succeed during the economic and technological boom of 19th century Saxony, fueled by the invention and spread of nucleum, aka a nuclear reactor. It looks like it's a tile-based game.
So on Board Game Bliss, I have a description from the publisher, which is going to sound very similar to what you just said. She used the recently isolated element uranium to heat up a jar of water and use the resulting steam to power an engine that kept the uranium active via a process called atomization. Her device, the nucleum, ushered in a new area of energy and prosperity over the next decades. Saxony went from a minor regional power to the hub of European science and engineering. Now, a generation later, the factories are still hungry for more power, demanding bigger and more nucleums to be built, more uranium to be imported from the nearby country of Bohemia.
Oh, wow.
And railways and power lines built across the country to carry the tamed power of the atoms to Saxony's great cities. Inventors, engineers, and industrialists flocked to the Saxon court, vying to be the leader in this new industrial revolution. Nucleum is a heavy Euroboard game in which players take the role of industrialists trying to succeed during the economic and technological boom of the 19th century Saxony, fueled by the invention and spread of nucleum. Players earn victory points by developing their networks, building and powering urban buildings, securing contracts, and meeting milestones, randomized endgame goals. Each player also gets a unique asymmetric technology, giving them special powers when unlocked. Gameplay is continuous. Players take turn one after another with no rounds or phases.
So how does the game end? Oh, randomized end game goals. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It gets 4.8 out of 5 on Board Game Bliss.
Rating?
As a rating, yeah. And this person says that they prefer it over Brass.
Interesting. I've played Brass. There's like two different versions of Brass, and then they came out with a new one, like cities wise.
Yeah, this one, this review here says similar mechanics to Brass, but I found I had more joy playing it than I would Brass. There's a lot more options to move around the board freely, and I found the rail tiles gave a more engaging option than the cards in Brass. And when you search it in Board Game Bliss, so there's the Nucleum game, which is about $73 Canadian, so that doesn't feel as bad. And then there's a couple of expansions, it looks like. So there's a patron set for $9. There's something called the Court of Progress for $27.50. And then there's a pre-order for the Energy Research Institute for $34.
So it's still kind of...
It looks like it's
growing.
growing.
It's kind of new still. Yeah.
Yeah. There's also one here that has an Australia expansion with 3D upgrades, but I don't know if that's the same game. It looks like it might be, yeah.
Well, it seems like it's also won some awards. So this came out, 2023? And it got nominated for Heavy Game of the Year. Then in the same year, got nominated for Meeple's Choice Award. And won the Meeple's Choice Award winner. It doesn't say for what. It just says to the Meeple's Choice Award. I'm for sure if I click it, it probably will.
I think a Meeple's Choice Award is like the people that voted for it.
2024, it was recommended by a Tabletop Complex Games. Then in Bulgarian Board Game Awards, Expert Game of the Year nominee. And then Mini-D Complex Game nominee. Mindy Spielperus. I can't say that word. Spielperus? I don't know. It was nominated and won.
Cool.
So it has some stuff to it. I'm not sure if this is one game I would look at and want to play.
I mean, I think the concept of, vying to be the head of this industrial revolution with nuclear power is kind of interesting to me.
So I don't know if anybody's ever played this game. Please let us know.
Nick likes heavy Euro games, doesn't he?
I don't know if he owns this one though.
But he likes
them
generally, doesn't he?
Yeah. And it's non-corporate. Cooperative. I don't know. I was saying corporate. It
has 1.2 thousand, like 1,200 likes on Board Game Geek.
So it's popular.
Mm-hmm. And it has a 1 to 4 player count, and it says the best player number is 3 when playing this game.
60 to 150 minutes, but I'm pretty sure you're playing this for the first time. You probably want to get yourself really knowing the game before you start playing it.
Plan for 4 hours.
Know the game before time you play. Have an idea how to play it. So you're not sitting there for half an hour to an hour trying to figure out how to play the game.
What?
Hence, Seti.
Yeah, the ratings on this are really good. I'm seeing people that rated it at 10.
Crazy.
This person here on Board Game Geek says 9.9 out of 10. It's just short of a masterpiece barrage. Advantages are cool design, nice colors, lack of phases, favorite theme, and a 2-player map. And the disadvantages are small icons on tokens and long, difficult setup. See, that scares me because I don't like games that take a long time to set up.
Yeah. I mean, it is pretty, actually. If you look at some of the pictures, the meeples are cute. The components actually do look nice. The board is bright.
This person gave it a 4 and says, with half the setup time, I got twice the fun by playing brass instead of this.
Oh, so setup may have deterred them.
Yeah. This person gives it a 9.5. For the first time playing Nucleus, I felt really hard to enjoy due to the complexity of the game. I didn't see any relationship of the different actions, and it seemed impossible to unlock my level 3 tech. After playing for 4 or 5 games, I realized it's possible to unlock the level 3 tech by 6 workers, and everything in this game started to interest me, such as different tech or having a unique strategy, and if you're knowing this game enough, you could even outplay your opponent by a set of combo actions. It makes me love playing Nucleum more and more. So this person wasn't loving the game, but still played it another 4 times.
I don't think I would. This is one of those games that would, I don't see myself enjoying it. Because just based on what he said, it's like so much. Yeah. If I'm looking at the player board, I'm like, oh my god, there's so many things going on.
This person says this game is complete. No play is the same. It is engaging, interactive, and highly enjoyable, requiring a strategic approach and constant adaptation with every turn.
So it's based on someone real, right? It sounded like.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Elsa.
But it does just feel like it seems to be a lot of setup, and that's one thing that deters me. Like, what was that game that WizKids put out maybe a couple of years ago? Rebuilding Seattle? Was that the one? Do you remember hearing about that one?
I've heard of it.
It got rated really highly, and I saw it at PAX when Rob and I went to PAX.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I want to try that. I've heard good things about that game. And then I walked over to the table where they were demoing it, and there was so many pieces. And I was like, no thanks.
Yeah, it is a WizKids game.
This person says, heavy game blending mechanics from Barrage, Concordia, and Brass. I was enamored with the action tile system, the way you play them as actions or rails. But the more I play, the more I dislike the harsh milestone track and the added weight, not to mention the garish board. In the end, I'd rather just play Barrage, Concordia, or Brass. That person gave it a 7.
Wow, there's a lot of publishers on this game, but the main one looks to be Board and Dice, which I'm very familiar with, actually. I feel like I have one of their games. Mm-hmm. CMON's listed on there, which is interesting.
I'm seeing a lot of needs multiple plays to determine how much you like it.
So first one, don't get too not liking. If you don't like it, give it another chance, kind of thing.
Yeah, this person says it's not friendly to new players.
But how are you supposed to play it if you're not new?
I mean, you need to have someone who knows how to play it to teach you.
Maybe.
So interestingly, there's 152 pages of reviews for this game, Kim.
Not Rob.
I almost said Rob. I went Kim. So I'm going to go to page 150.
Oh my gosh.
And see what we have here. Okay, I'm just going to read. There's not a lot of comments on this page. So I'll read the comments that are here. There's not that many of them. So we have a comment in German that I can't pronounce. I think I prefer all the games that serve as inspirations over this. I'm still glad this game exists, though. I'll update my rating once I've given this a few more plays. Does it have the longevity of Brass? ? That's rated a 7. This person rates it a 10. This is glowing. I will say that the rules could have been clearer, but other than that, this was just fantastic. I played it and could not stop thinking about it. Networks can be a bit of a confusing concept, but once you get that out of the way, the game moves so smoothly and is so very satisfying. Everything fits together nicely and nothing feels tacked on. I'm excited to try it solo as well.
How do you give it a 10 if you have problems with the rules?
I don't know. People are generous. This person rates it a 6 and says Network doesn't add to the game. It is a kitchen sink type of game where they just threw a bunch of mechanics together and it is way too long of a teach. And those are all the comments on this page. Going from the bottom, we have ratings 8, 10, 10, 10, 9, 7.5, 9, 8, 10, 7, 9, 8, 8, 9, 6, 5, 10, 9, 8, 10, 9, 8, 8, 6, 8, 8, 7.5, 9, 7, 10, 8, 9, 7, 7.5, 8, 7, 9.3, 9, 7.5. That was a lot more.
9.3.
So, looking at the overall,
I'm just wondering if, like, the person who gives it lower than a 6, if they played it once and gave the rating, or a few times and gave the rating. Like, it was the same like play that they didn't really enjoy it the second time around.
It does also, on the right-hand side, give you a ratings breakdown here. So 2,300 people gave it a 9, 2,400 people gave it an 8, and 1,000 people gave it a 7. 889 people gave it a 10, 365 gave it a 6, and then down from there, it's like 123 at a 5, and then nothing higher than 44 in ranks 1, 2, 3, and 4. So clearly it's right in that middle ground, right? That upper middle 8s ish, which is consistent with the 8.1 that it has there. In strategy games, this is ranked number 92, Kim. Yeah,
I could see it being a lot of thinking, and I don't like really that much thinking. But
should we see what game is number 150 in strategy games?
Let's see. Click that number.
I'm on it. I got it. Oh, I've heard of this game.
Hold on. Oh, yes. Interesting. That's 150.
It is Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition from 2021. Return to Mars and terraform it once again, this time only using cards.
Yes, this is like a mini version to the original. I actually own this game.
And also, I recognize the game underneath it.
Oh, I have to go back.
Someone tried to convince me to play it.
Have you?
No, I don't have it.
Radlands!
You're supposed to lend it to me.
That's true.
I have to see you in order for that to happen.
Soon.
Yeah, soon. What other type of games do they have on here? Is there like a... categories? Ooh, let's go to categories. What do you think the 150th most popular card game might be?
Oh, so many card games.
Let me see if I can figure that out. Rank. I'm not seeing that. I went to categories and then I got all excited, and then now I can't find where it would show that.
Yeah, I don't know how to actually find the ranking so you can look at all the different ones.
Yeah. Anywho, I got excited for a second thinking we could just do this, and it's not working. Does this work? No. Okay. What if I typed in 150th card game?
I don't think that'll come up with nothing.
I mean, it was worth a try.
Let's see. Oh, thematic is one. That's a one. 150th thematic game. Let's see if we recognize this one. Oh, it's always on page 2.
Always.
Ooh, this one you might know. I know this one. I own this one. I've played this one multi of times. It's the most thematic game. So think, let's see if you might know it. You have to solve a murder. The ghost is giving you clues. The ghost cannot talk. The ghost is a player. So one person's the ghost. They cannot talk other than giving the other players clues to figure out, and they have to try to figure out who killed them.
It sounds like that video game. The one where everything was sus. What was that called?
Oh, Among Us?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. There's a person who's a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
They can't talk to other people. They have to help figure out who killed them.
I don't know if
that sounds like Among Us.
Any idea?
No. I gave you my guess. It was Among Us.
Mysterium.
Oh, okay. I've heard of that game.
You ever play it? It's that one you have to play with more people.
Yeah.
Like you have to play with one person's the ghost, and I would say like 3 or 4 more people. Oh, they have a family category too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never heard of this one. Remember 150? Bullet.
Never heard of it. It doesn't sound like a game I'd want to play with my family, though.
Bullet? What kind of a game is this?
The hotness list only goes to 50.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find, like, different categories now.
Most played only goes to 25.
This is not helping me.
Best sellers only goes to 25.
So maybe they don't have that much rankings, actually. I think we did them all.
Well, I think we did pretty well there with our 150 rankings.
Yeah, that was actually good. I keep clicking the same games, and they're always the same categories on top. So maybe there's not much different ones.
I guess I can only rank so many things.
You should need one for like dice games. Yeah, it depends, right? I'm surprised. Oh yeah, I guess not. I was gonna say like card games, dice games, but
yeah, I couldn't figure it out with the card games. Okay, so what else do we want to talk about today, Kim?
I think that's it. No, for 150.
Well, I think we should take our feedback from our last episode,
Which was Vantage.
No, I have more things.
Oh, right. We got email.
People emailed us last week.
Wow. Yes.
And when I say people, that's plural. It's not a person. Plural people. Multiple people. More than one. Sent us an email last week, which reminds me I didn't reply to this one, so I have to do that.
I was going to ask you if you did.
Okay. So, we got this email, but that one's spam, so we're not going to read that one. That one doesn't count. Okay, so we heard from Andy May. We haven't heard from Andy May in a while. It was super nice to hear from him. He did want to let us know that the Kickstarter for Bagged and Boarded is underway. So that's a game that we had talked about a while back. So that's available. So if you're interested in the comic book game Bagged and Boarded, it is now being kickstarted. So you can check that out. He also did a live listen to the episode and provided running commentary. So I'm not going to go through all of it, but I really appreciated the time that Andy put into this email. So he said, don't underestimate the flamingo. And he shared a link to the Every Little Thing podcast that I guess did an episode on flamingos. Mm-hmm. He said they can stand in ice, they can drink boiling water. They are amazing. So he was sharing some interesting some things about France. He went to France when he was a younger man, and he shared about his trip that he was there and the things that he did. So that was pretty cool. He went to some of the places that I went to on my France trip. So that was pretty cool. And he says, have you ever seen the Robert De Niro movie Ronin? He rolls all over the south of France. It was really fun to see all those places I had been. So that's hilarious because Rob talked about the movie Ronin, and he went and saw some filming locations for Ronin while he was in France.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
I've never seen it. So, but apparently it's a good movie. And he did share that he wasn't surprised that there were almost no Canadians planning to go to the US right now. So,
yeah.
So there was that. And he also is going to be sharing some information coming soon about the Extra Life event in the Twin Cities area, Minneapolis, St. Paul, on November 1st. So I won't say too much now, but if you are in the Minneapolis or St. Paul area around the beginning of November, please make sure to reach out to Andy May. He's on Discord. He's at Andy. I think he's at Andy May, something. Anyway, we can find him. We'll get more information for you. But there is going to be an Extra Life event, which is a charity that they support, and they do a Dice Masters event there every year. So if you want more information about that, we should have another episode before that happens to get you more information. So then we also heard from another person, two peoples. So we heard from someone named Adam, and Adam says, hi, Jocelyn and Kim. Just wanted to drop a quick email to say how much I've enjoyed the recent podcast. I stopped listening a while back after I gave up on Dice Masters. But a few days ago, I noticed that you'd expanded into doing other games, and so I resubscribed and have been busy catching up. Always good to hear your takes on games. As an aside, I just finished the Vantage episode. Coincidentally, I'd also bought it just a few days before. I totally agree with Kim's thoughts on it. Once you get used to the rules, it's a fantastic game. The sheer depth of content and amount of creativity behind it is truly amazing. Based on other games that they've mentioned liking in the past, I think Jocelyn and Rob would really enjoy it too. Anyway, just wanted to send some positive energy your way. Keep up the great work. So thank you, Adam, for reaching out to us over email, because sometimes it really does feel like we're speaking into the void, which is fine.
People have to go in Discord.
Because, you know, part of the reason we do this podcast is to talk to each other, and we just record it for everybody else to listen to our innermost thoughts.
No editing here, people.
It is nice to hear people are enjoying what we're continuing to put out in the world after 150 episodes.
Yes. Maybe I should bring Vantage for our game night day.
Yeah, we have the game night booked.
Yes.
I even put it in the Google Calendar. There is no backing
you sent
out
me
now.
an invite.
I did. I sent it to you, and I sent it to Rob.
And my parents are watching. Noah.
Excellent.
I might have to actually drop him on the Saturday that we're doing it. I was going to drop him the day before, but he has a Taekwondo belt testing probably. So.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Drop him and then make our way.
Drop him in the morning and then make your way over here. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
So the only thing that could potentially prevent it at this point is going to be weather. Because it's going to be the end of November that we're getting together finally.
It could be summer at that point, since it totally feels like 33 degrees Celsius here today.
Yeah. I'm hoping that the weather won't be a problem at the end of November.
No.
But it is always a potential. But everything else, it's locked and loaded. There's no excuses. No excuses.
No excuses.
No excuses.
Unless someone gets sick.
That would qualify as an excuse that would be suitable for canceling because we don't get sick.
So we have so much to talk about after that, you know.
Oh my gosh, so many things. And we still have to do our DCC episode.
What were we going to talk about in that episode?
Oh, not today, just like generally. Don't we want to have Rob on and talk about DCC, or did we do that already?
Did we
didn't do that.
Have him with DCC? No, we had him with recently
Star
Wars.
Wars.
Star Wars Unlimited.
That's right, Star Wars Unlimited. So, but yeah, we definitely need to talk about Dungeon Crawl Classics at some point. So,
and if we have experts out there in certain type of areas, we'll be glad to have you on and talk about it.
Absolutely,
always love to learn something.
Guests.
Yes.
Yeah.
So reach out to us.
Yeah, absolutely. You can reach out. I think that's a perfect segue, Kim. Because you can reach out to us in all the following places. You can send us an email like Andy and Adam. Hey, that's 2 A's. triple-d-podcast@dm-north.com. You can head over to our website, dm-north.com, and leave a comment on our episode post. You can find us on all the social medias as DM North TV. Name a social media. We're probably on it. And you can find us on Discord, which is the place that we're typically most active. We have our DM North TV Discord, and in there is a Double and Dice podcast convo channel where we can chat and have a little bit of a conversation in there, sort of in real time. Kim and Matt from DM North TV have a tendency to play board games most Saturday nights. A lot of the times it's Zombicide. And sometimes
we passed the last one.
And sometimes it's not. But you can find them at youtube.com/DM North TV, where they put the episodes up after they stream them at twitch.tv/DM North TV. You can also add us on Discord. Kim is at SuperK. I am at Jostitch, Joce Stitch. And until next time, on a Double and Dice.
150! Woo!
Woo!